So you might have heard this.
Skywalking through Neverland.
Right before our wedding tips. Well, that was a musical gift given to us by Skywalker Rob Dehlinger. Now, he's a trumpet player with one of the most popular swing bands on the West Coast, Stompy Jones. And he also wrote the Boba Beer jingle for Rebel Force Radio. So if you've been listening to that show, you might remember that. Now, Rob will be a guest on our show in the near future because with Stompy Jones actually plays at Disneyland like once a month. For their Saturday night swing dance. And so we want to ask him lots of questions about that and his Star Wars fandom as well, because he's a big Star Wars and Disney fan.
This is Weekend Edition from NPR News. I'm Scott Simon. Coming up, Be the Ball. We'll explain, but first, a musical experiment in San Francisco is reviving punk rock classics in symphonic form. The Punk Rock Orchestra is inspiring classically trained musicians to cast off their tailored blazers for ripped T-shirts and studded black leather. Reporter Fawny Evnakades has this profile.
While it may have started as a genre-bending lark, the Punk Rock Orchestra is now a 50-piece ensemble with big plans in the works, a summer tour, a punk opera, and even a full-length punk ballet. Recently, they began recording their first album at George Lucas's Skywalker Ranch. But why would a classically trained musician want to play punk rock? Rob Dehlinger, a graduate of Boston's New England Conservatory, arranged this song, Iggy Pop's Lust for Life, and plays trumpet for the orchestra.
Punk rock usually only has a bass, a guitar, and drums, and a screamer. And so the idea of having a whole orchestra playing punk music was pretty exciting.
Rob Dehlinger, who is a great musician and a listener of this show, got so inspired by the concept of boba beer, he took it one step further, and now we have a boba beer jingle.
What would a beer be without a jingle?
Boba beer, best in the galaxy. Boba beer, bubbling bounty. Boba beer, best in the galaxy. Boba beer, bubbling bounty. Boba beer, a full pint. Boba beer, a full pint. Boba beer, Boba beer. Boba beer, it's worth a lot to me.
You can almost taste the beer now. You can listen to that jingle. You can stare at the Boba Beer label artwork on the Rebel Force Radio Facebook page. Listen to that jingle, and you will actually be tasting Boba Beer.
I'm Dizzy Jones, and you're listening to The Last Dance. Joining us this week is an incredibly talented guest. He's a trumpet player, a composer, and I just learned he also plays the piano. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to introduce Mr. Rob Dehlinger. I don't even know where to begin asking you where you began creating each song. Where do you find the inspiration? And how many instruments do you play?
I play a little of everything, but basically what I did was, since I'm a trumpet player, a lot of the songs do have trumpet on them.
Right.
And then there's like piano and guitar, and then I just got creative. I might use a wood block or snare drum, or I might use samples or just whatever, and just be creative that way.
Wow. So you do, obviously, many things.
Here's an email from Rob. Rob says he sent us an MP3, and this is interesting. Rob says, you may find this proper to play before announcing that something is, in fact, G level of canon. The George level. Some people call it the God level, but it means the ultimate level of Star Wars canon. We're talking about the films, and we're talking about the Clone Wars animated series. So, whenever we're going to talk about something that is G level, we're supposed to play this.
G-level canon.
G-level canon.
G-level canon. We will be using that definitely here on Rebel Force Radio. You can count on it. We will definitely. I got to hear that again. That was fabulous.
G-level cannon.
Yes. So, yeah, thank you so much, Rob. That is an awesome little piece of production. And speaking of fanfares.
Speaking of inappropriate things.
And on that note,
we have our guests phoning in. Hey, Rob, how you doing?
Good, how's it going?
Not bad. You were on The Morning Wood with Greg and Kelly.
Awesome.
welcome.
What's going on?
Oh, you know, us just keeping it gangster.
Yeah, I'm talking about Full House.
Oh, you gotta love the Full House.
Yeah. Oh, I do. Believe me, I've got a poster.
How many bands are you playing with at any given time?
Well, the main band I work with regularly is Stompy Jones, and we do like 1940s rhythm and blues and swing music, so that kind of keeps me occupied, but I have a million projects going on. Also, there's Whack Magic, which we did the Santa Claus song, and that's a Christmas song you can hear all year round. It's about Santa Claus basically being this funky dude who like wears bell bottoms, kind of like Elvis. Yeah, it's like if Santa or Elvis. I wrote that with Chris Binnings, a singer from Stompy Jones. And then I have the Circadians, which Greg is a fan of, which we're working on putting out a second CD. And I'm working on a film soundtrack. So I usually have a bunch of different things going on.
So you guys are still playing regularly in San Francisco on Tuesday nights, right?
Yeah, every Tuesday night we play at the Verdi Club, V-E-R-D-I, like the composer Verdi. And it's a swing dance. And that's probably where, not to make our fans elsewhere jealous, but that's probably where our most, loyal fan base comes. Every Tuesday we play there, and there's swing dancers. And
one of me and Kelly's favorite comics is a big fan of yours, Kevin Monroe.
Oh yeah, I know Kevin real well. Yeah, he comes to see us a lot, and he also comes to see us on Thursdays at Top of the Mark sometimes.
Cool. Well, I guess, if we don't know where Kevin Monroe is on Tuesday and Thursday, now we do.
Yeah, if he's not out working.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
So that was Rob Dehlinger, huh?
Rob Dehlinger.
Sounds hot. Is he hot?
I don't know. I only like him as a friend.